Bark at your dog.
Bark at your dog.
Yeah.
Boards in a building.
That's just what I thought.
Boards.
That's just what I thought.
I'm a bar addict, for those that don't know.
I know, because you be feeling my bars sometime when I be spitting them things, on this microphone.
I know.
I got bars.
They be hurting.
gave
She
me a
be
lot of
feeling them. They be
skills.
hurting.
I got bars.
They hurt. She feeling so bad. They hurt. Well, y'all know it. Y'all know we don't bring too many people up here on Third
That's
Degree
right.
because we don't deal with a whole lot of sensitive motherfuckers.
Or riffraff.
We don't deal with a whole lot of sensitivity up here. You know what I mean? We deal with raw hip hop, film and comedy, and that 420 culture. We got an epic guest today.
Yes, we do.
When it comes to spitting bars. I'm gonna let you introduce
He a little crooked,
him.
though.
I'm gonna let you introduce him, Coniyac, because that's bro right there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let you do the honors on Third Degree and introduce this special illustrious guest.
Well, we have the veteran bar god, as we would say, one of the official bar gods.
Official.
One of the official bar gods, Crooked King Crooked Eye.
King Crooked Eye.
Yeah.
What it do?
Damn it.
What's popping out there? What it do? What it do?
What it do?
Yeah, man, we glad to have you on here
Yes, sir.
today. You know what I'm saying? Glad you made it up here safe and things.
Man,
Appreciate
good looking.
it, appreciate
Man,
it,
thanks for the
appreciate
invite. You know what I'm saying? What's really good over here on Third Degree? Huh? Holla at me. Talk
I
to
see
me.
them weeklies is good over here. What's up with the weeklies?
word
Yeah,
up.
they're revived. I'm liking this. What's happening? Talk to us. Talk to us.
Well, you know, I had to bring it back. I mean, we going into that whole new digital era. We in the digital era.
Yeah.
Rather, we in the streaming era. And we generations flip. Every couple years,
They
the
do.
generations flip. So, it's a reintroduction to a series that I started called Hip Hop Weekly. I did it 10 years ago. Everybody in the industry follows suit. You know what I mean? I introduced a new way to market yourself and stay in the public eye, by releasing a new song every week for a whole year. You see what I'm saying? And Kanye picked it up. T.I. picked it up. A lot of people picked it up. So, I just figured, we in the streaming era. Generations have flipped. Some of my fans were too young to remember that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I'm going to give them a brand new experience. And we're going to go on another journey, 52 more weeks. I'm at week 4. We got 48 weeks to go. And I'm going to put my foot on the gas the whole time. It's West Coast, and ain't nobody going to stop me. You feel
That's
me?
what you do.
Man.
You better believe that.
Man. Man.
This type of shit inspired that pen to just go in. Like, you know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt.
And it's all gang.
For real.
Word.
And,
For real.
And as a premier lyricist, I want to first and foremost salute you for maintaining what's lost today among a lot of artists, and that's originality.
Right.
Wow.
And-
Right. A lot of copycats.
And what a lot of people don't know probably about me and you is that we entered the game at the same time, basically.
Basically.
Yep.
And, I look at my career and, how I was able to affect myself upon the industry. And you've been right there with me the whole time.
Right.
And you even surpassed me in my absence. Not that we were competing ever, but I mean, you finally got recognized for how dope you are, and then all of a sudden, the whole world had Crooked in their mouth. You know what I mean? And I just want to say that to maintain the integrity of the bars that you spit and your approach as an MC to hip hop, which has always been comparable to Rakim, no joke. You know what I mean? You don't play with your bars. You don't play with your representation of who you are as an artist and what you stand for as an artist, which is originality, because we've had a lot of conversations about rap and, and who we are to the game. So I just really, really want to give you a crisp salute for always getting better, bro. As dope as you are, you continue to get better.
Thank
and
you,
that
sir.
shows and that shows one's true dedication
Absolutely.
as an artist.
Thank you, sir.
That love for the game.
that's-
You don't
that's
rest
big.
on your laurels, bro.
Right.
That's really big coming from you, D. I accept that salute, and I take pride in that salute. You know what I'm saying? It's only certain people who we are proud that we make proud. You feel me?
That's heavy.
Yeah.
And Trey D is definitely one. So, you know, I really appreciate that. We came in the game, dog. You know, I was opening up for you in at the E-Bell Theater.
Man, the E-Bell.
Some
Wow.
decades.
Wilson E-Bell?
Some decades ago.
Decades.
You feel me?
Nuts.
And
Dang.
you know, we came up in the trenches together. You know what I'm saying? And we still here, relevant, and it's a blessing. It's
a
God's
definite
work.
blessing.
I know when I
It's
first heard
true
you,
that.
I nicknamed you St. Ides.
Wait a minute.
The crooked eye. St. Ides and then
You remember the commercials?
Yeah.
Weren't you a part of the commercials? Didn't you do some of the commercials, the freestyles with the St. Ides? How they did the
Nah,
rap?
I remember when
Nah,
Dog was doing it though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
He
okay.
pulled up in the Suburban on the east side with the St. Ides floor mats.
That blue Suburban.
Exactly.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now when they say, I want to know your opinion, because you know sometimes we see this hashtag, the bars is back thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel they never left, depending on
Right.
who you actually follow.
Exactly.
What's your thoughts on?
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's the whole thing. You know, it's you just got to look in a different location. You know what I'm saying? They never left. They never went anywhere. It's just when we were younger, we had to go digging in the crates. And then, you know, now this generation just got to go, you know, Google search and,
Right.
you know,
Right.
conduct searches on
Wikipedia,
Spotify and all that. But it's always going to be bars. And this is what I
Always.
tell the youngsters out there who think that it ain't nothing. You don't have to respect your craft. You don't have to have bars. This is what I tell them. Since you all about the bag, right? You all about the bag. You need to get deep into your craft. You need to understand how originality, like Trey D just mentioned, and how bars are going to affect your payday for decades.
Whoa.
If you if you get into
Yeah.
your craft, you will have longevity.
There you
Longevity means you get in a bag for a long time.
Not just that
Not
one
just
quick bag.
Not
era.
that one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good
Yeah.
game, man. And you
Man.
always hitting them too, man. You know, and you stay active on social media. You know, I respect that too. You know, because you have to maintain a grasp of your audience.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they always gonna watch you and see, especially a person like you, is being that there's not many actual naturally talented lyricists. It's
Right.
not. You know, that's why
No,
when you
not
when
today.
you not today,
Not
especially.
today.
So when you know of one, then you tend to look at him, you tend to look at an artist such as yourself like, damn, you know, is this the pinnacle? You know what I'm saying? Is this the pinnacle? But it constantly evolves. Rap constantly evolves. And for you to still be able to get that bag at the year in the game that you at, and at the time of your relevance still to hip hop, then the youngsters should really take heed of what you be sharing on your social media and things because you kind of be like running classes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay,
Right. Clinic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's needed because you know what I can say. A lot of artists really don't engage directly with the people on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll post something or whatever, and then it's on
Keep
to
it
the
moving.
next post, and it's on to the next post, and they never actually
Stop to
evaluate
Right.
the questions they're asking,
Right.
and you know what would be good to share with.
They just look
people
at the
to
numbers
educate
of how
them.
many likes or how many views, and they keep it moving rather than
this
engaging. You're
but
right.
See, this is the thing too, though. At the end of the day, sometimes you want to just stay focused.
Right.
If they're engaging with you with something about you, just keep doing it. And if that engagement is growing, then
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
They
everybody-
learn something
Like
from it.
me,
Yeah.
me, you, Yak. We rappers.
And Guy.
You see what I'm saying? I know you got bars, guy. I'm
Yeah.
not sleeping on you.
He got,
You know what
he
I'm
got
saying?
Hershey's, Snickers,
I'm gonna
Mounds.
push back on that. I got tequila bars. I got vodka bars.
There we go.
I cannot.
Cigar bars.
Cigar bars.
Bar stools.
Bars too. I
Yo.
need them in my life. But go ahead. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
so being rappers, like being a rapper's rapper,
Yo, that's dope.
means that a lot of people who are MCs or upcoming artists, they follow us. Like some rappers only have fans that follow them. They don't have other rappers
Oh,
follow 'em.
artists. You're
That
right.
is
You know what I'm
true.
saying? They have
Wow,
fans,
that
and
is
that's just
true.
That's
it.
big.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But since we are, who we are with the pen and how we approach our creativity, we attract other artists. So,
True.
and a lot.
Yeah.
I could go to a show and do a show, and half the crowd is upcoming rappers.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy.
Acknowledging that they are there,
Right.
and saying, yo, let me give you a little bit of game that may be able to save you some time, because I've been in the game for a couple decades. If I could give you any game that will help you skip past 2 years of making a mistake that I made, then you got 2 years under your belt that you just, advance past without wasting.
And
you feel me?
What's
That's
funny, that
real.
mirrors the comedy game too, because I like talking to young comedians.
Right.
Like DC Young Fly is a comic
Right.
that's coming, but
He
he's one.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
funny.
and he's one of the guys that appreciate the OGs. See, some of
Right.
these, some of
He
these
does.
social.
You could tell in
You
his
could
act.
tell.
Yeah, and he's
He
grown a
respects
lot.
y'all, yeah.
I did a show in St. Louis last month. It's myself, Mark Curry, Mike Epps, some more, DC Young Fly. And in the back, man, DC was just asking hella questions from me and Mark Curry.
Right.
And like was genuinely interested in
Yeah, trying to
learning
get
and growing
game.
as a comedian, where you got some cats who are like, oh, y'all old school Def Jam. Oh, that era's gone. But DC Young Fly respect the old school and still trying to learn. And that's the same thing. And I think we as artists, we have an obligation to reach back,
Right.
and give our knowledge to the ones who are coming
I
up.
do
If we
too.
love the game game like we say we love the
Nah,
game.
you
Completely
right.
agree.
But all of
Right.
them are not deserving. The ones who are just fly by night, they're not. Some of them, the Bible says, don't get pearls to swine.
Right.
So I don't
Right.
waste my time on comics who comics. I talk to comedians, but I don't really talk to comics.
I got
So it's
you.
level- it's levels over
to
there.
Level.
this.
Comics.
Yes.
A comic says funny things. A comedian make things funny. Two different things. When you open up
I
and you
function with that one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Comic
Me
says
too,
funny
me too.
things. Comedian make things funny. So
Funny,
when you
yeah.
open up and vulnerable, and you just let yourself immerse yourself into the bit and your life, and like you ain't got no secrets or how, just like what you all do with the pen.
Exactly.
Those are the cats, the young cats that I fuck with.
Can I talk to the black community for 2 seconds real quick? Because I got my
Go ahead.
dashiki on right now.
Do that,
you know what
brother.
I'm saying?
Do that, brother Crook.
I got the
Do that, brother Crook.
I got the cloth on. This is the shield. When you come out with the shield on, they can't touch you. But listen, we as the black community, just real quick, you know what I'm saying? We love everybody, but black community, we got to stop doing this ageism. We got to stop saying that this person is too young, this person is too old.
Right.
We have to quit that, because other communities are embracing their older legends. They're doing tours, getting 60 million a pop, living their best life. And we're over here talking about this comedian is too old, this
Right.
rapper is too old, this producer is too old. Let's stop.
Yeah.
You really are
agree.
the
That is
human
true.
rap computer, because I don't know how you saw that question that I was gonna ask you about that.
Yo, knock it off.
you somehow you hacked my interface over here. Because I promise you, I was going to ask you, at what age should a rapper retire? Not the fake retirement where you
fake I'm
you
retiring.
reignite
My
the
album come
tension
out
on
next
your
year.
career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm finna retire. Y'all get my last shit because I ain't gonna have no more for y'all.
Right.
Not that. I mean, actually, when should a rapper actually say, you know what? This is it for me, and I'm done with the microphone.
Can I say something real quick?
Well,
Share
I
my
want
thoughts
to ask
on
Crooked
that.
that question.
Yeah,
I
'cause
want to ask Crooked that
I got
question.
issues with that.
Well, I think when you don't get that feeling no more,
Okay.
when you know that feeling you get when you wrote something that you really like, and you hype about it, you listening to it in the car on your drive home, or and you like, yeah, that was kind of cool right there. You know, it's about that feeling. It's not really about, you know, it's not about the age. When you lose the passion for it, the drive for it, you don't.
Exactly.
That's when you put it down.
Yeah.
And you know, a rap career has no expiration date on it to me.
Thank you.
You know
It
what I'm
doesn't.
saying?
And that's what I wanted to say.
In defense of the question, though, that's what a good journalist does sometimes, which I was going to take up at El Camino College, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. But no. I think that's a prestigious university. Don't say it.
I can tell that.
But you ask questions sometimes that you already know the answer to, but you want the public
to know.
Right.
To know.
Right. And here's the thing too. I was going to say that because why is it that? And maybe I'm wrong, but this is my feeling. Why is it that you feel like not you, but people feel like you can only be a certain age to listen to hip hop, but you don't have to be a certain age to listen to rock or jazz
Who
or
feels
blues.
that way?
It's just there's a lot of people that you should listen to rap.
Well,
you get that sometimes. Like rap is another genre of music.
But look, rap is just now grown. Rap has been in its infancy for the last 20 years before these last 20. Because rap hit the scene 76, 77, really made a commercial impact in 1980. So people wasn't even sure rap was going to be around this long.
Right.
So, and it was mostly a young person's game. So being that, now that
we should have those
rappers
questions
have
anymore.
matured now and become fathers and grandfathers and things like that, it's like, make way for new people to come in behind them. But they don't realize, though, that these same acts that been around in rock and roll since the 50s and 60s, Rolling Stones, The Who, AC/DC, all this, they're still going to have concerts where they throw and sell out every couple of years.
Right.
They're going to go out and tour and they're going to do their thing because people still love that music.
Right.
The music that they made and that hopefully they continue to make, but you don't even have to continue to make. Once you make classic music, that music it's classic. It's always going to be classic. So I agree with Crooked Eye, but I just want to ask the question so everyone listening can understand that the ageism that he's talking about, you too old. In no other genre.
Right.
Is in no other genres that even addressed.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
So it's not an issue at all.
And it's funny to go back to something I want to say earlier when you said, get that bag when you're writing, get that bag from years down. I was at the Laker game last night and they played a James Brown song.
Right.
And I was talking to one of the security ladies and I was like, that's crazy how this music is still timeless.
Right.
Exactly.
So when you say get that bag for years to come, when you're sitting down making music, just don't think of it right now.
Right.
You got to write, and that's why I always try to do my jokes as evergreen. Like no matter what year you play this bit, it's going to be relevant.
Be funny. Yeah.
And I was talking about a bit I wrote back in the mid '90s about New World Order and No More Money, and how I did a joke about how the credit card. I said how are we going to deal with no dollars? I said, how are we going to go to strip club and tip strippers with no money? She going to be slide your card and you slide down the ass. And then years later, tip drill video come out.
Right.
You stupid.
Well, somebody was probably listening to that joke.
Here
we go.
From St. Louis.
And we was watching that video recently because, we had to compare which video was hotter, the Cardi B twerk video or the tip drill video.
That was the age-old debate, huh?
Yeah.
But you're right though. I mean,
timeless.
I watched Rakim do a show at the House of Blues, sold out, and he was performing songs that are 30 years old.
Yeah,
man.
Timeless.
And they was rocking to them songs. You see what I'm saying? So it's like Deee say, hip hop is 40-something years old right now, and people didn't expect it to last this long. You know what I'm saying?
But it lasted this long because the foundation of hip hop is strong.
It's very strong.
Like you said, Rakim.
And it's really, we have people who are stretching out the age whole program, because you got like Jay-Z,
Right.
He's getting up there in age. You
Right.
got Dr. Dre. If Dre drop right now, Dre like 50 something. If Dre drop right now, everybody's gonna go get it. M is getting up in his years. Eminem is getting
Right.
up in his years, and he's still doing 80,000 people. He's
Sure
going to Australia in February, and he's gonna go meet about 50,000 people per show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Chuck D and Public Enemy. They're still doing stadiums. You got Ice-T.
Stadiums.
Yeah.
He's
You got
doing
Be
stadiums.
Real,
Be Real. So
Cypress Hill.
what we're witnessing the evolution of the ageism,
We are.
era.
We
We're
are.
seeing the older guys still keep going and still prove that they're viable, because that's
Yeah.
the number one thing that the labels and the distribution companies want to know. Are you still a viable artist
That's
at
it.
whatever age?
Are you still
Yeah.
gonna make
And
us some
see,
money?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And this is the
Basically.
thing.
Like that's real.